Welcome back to Bonanza Disc Golf and to another episode of Bag It or Bin It. And big shout out to Aaron Garcia over on Instagram who reached out to me because he wanted me to try one of his favorite discs. So he's sending me one out as well as some other stuff for a new series that we have coming very soon, which I'm very excited for. But I started playing a little bit with this and I'm like, I need to talk about this disc in a video because we're talking about the Prodiscus Jokeri. Drew Gibson's signature Sparkle Edition here, but I want to compare it against some other base-ish approach disc because this doesn't really fit into like the super overstable zone slot, maybe like a Saki Slammer, Razor Claw 3. It more seems to fit along with like an EXO hard tactic, maybe a Jawbreaker zone, and then I also have a BT hard harp. I've never actually thrown harps before, so this will be my first time throwing harps. And we're gonna play 5 holes here at 65th Infantry Disc Golf Course in Orlando, Florida, starting with this nice one with the water just to the left of it, to see how the Jokeri stacks up, because honestly, I've played around with it a little bit, and I think it's gonna make my bag. Almost for sure, but I kind of want to confirm to see if I can throw these other ones similarly, or if I just like it because it's sparkly and I like sparkles and I don't know, sparkles are cool. Before we get onto the hole, let's take a quick look at the profile of it because right here we can see it's a little different from the other ones. It's very rounded at the edge here and then has this bottom edge. It also has a little puddle top. I don't know if it's just this one or if that's all the Jokeris. I think, let me see the numbers. I think they're 3302. Yes, 3302, where these other ones are different. The hard is 4303, the zones are 4303, and the tactics are 4203. And this one, I don't know if it necessarily feels smaller, like a 3-speed versus a 4-speed. Actually, probably not. But these ones are definitely blunter and the parting lines seem to be slightly higher than this. This one definitely looks like it'll cut through the air a little bit more. And so that's why I kind of want to see if this actually is similar to any of these other ones, or if it is kind of in a class of its own. Prodiscus, I think they're a Finnish company. They have some other molds, I think, as well. I'd love to do a new kit in the bag with Prodiscus, so if anyone knows them and they want to send me out a whole lineup of things, I'd love to play that. But I'm honestly thinking that this Jokeri might make it into my bag before we even throw it, and I want to see if that's true. But if we can't beat par with any of these discs, I'm going to be giving them away. All right, so we got a couple trees to miss. We're going to throw the Jokeri first. I think for this hole, we're probably just going to try to go through this little hyzer gap over there. Honestly, the safest shot is probably the forehand, which I don't like because we got to hang it out over the water, but it's a fun way to live life. It's a little on the edge. Because I think if we just throw them flat, or even just try to flex them slightly. No, I think flat, try to go between those two last trees, should be good. 220 seems to be a good range for these discs. Jokeri up first. It's a little high. A little high, but pin high, so that's all right. I'm gonna go harp next because I've never thrown this guy. Okay, I feel like that's more stable. Yeah, that's interesting, because the Jokeri did have a little flip up at the beginning. We're gonna go zone next. Best shot of the bunch, miss it. Oh no. Oh, that could be bad. Just a kiss. That was just the strongest shot of the bunch, not a tactic. Oh, get out of it. Yeah, I've not been loving that tactic. That's interesting. I think the harp is the least used, so it's gonna be the most overstable, which makes sense out of the box. The other two are slightly beat in, because that's the slot that I'm going for with the Jokeri, is slightly beat in. I just didn't know if the BT hard harp would be similar to that at the gate. So the zoning tactic did go slightly farther, and I think that they are slightly farther flyers than the Jokeri might be, just the 3 versus 4 speed, maybe. You know, I don't wanna have to torque all the way over on them. And the Jokeri does get up to speed a little bit easier, which is really nice. Harp. It's a good putt. I need to figure out these other two. I need to see if they're out of bounds even, actually. That Jokeri kind of went though, honestly. That is like directly pin high. Tactic, oh, zone and tactic are both here. Good putt. Great putt. I'm liking putting. I just filmed another video with Gateway discs and I was using those putters. I've missed my putters, holy cow. Let's go, that's a good start for him. None of those throws really deserve the birdie, but I will take it. Holy crap, that was a great putting performance, let's go. All right, hole 2 here is more of a max distance style shot to see how much we can get on a backhand flex and stay accurate. Our basket is about, it says 290 there. Seems reachable for me. I've been throwing about 50 feet shorter though, honestly, on my distance drivers, so I don't know if it still is. You gotta get worse to get better, that's what they say. They never tell you how sucky the part is of getting worse. Honestly, slight flex, sit them all down by the basket. Jokeri sells the box because they all took the birdie. Let's freaking go. I do think this is where this guy shines because I don't know what it is about the Jokeri. It just seems to be what I want a beat-in zone to be for me. Because it's a little more forgiving. I think that's what it is. The better I get, even though I feel like I can be a little more accurate, I still want those more forgiving discs for me. And so this is probably better for top level players as well as non. So, I mean, we'll see if that's actually the case. We're gonna go slight anhyzer here, hopefully get it towards the basket. There is OB to the road just beyond it. Not quite a lot of flex. I've been really bad at those flex shots. Get there. Okay, that's pretty much there. That's probably about 280 feet. It's not bad, but I'm really struggling throwing through the discs recently. Now the harp. That thing is definitely more stable. Also threw it slightly worse, slightly less anhyzer. I think a lot of it is the comfort in my hand that the Jokeri gives me because it's a little more rounded. That backhand throw just feels so confident. Tactic. That's pretty good. Oh, a little bit closer than Jokeri. A little straighter, a little more beat in. I imagine too, as that Jokeri gets beat in, and I might have 1 or 2 in my bag, that thing is gonna be perfect because it'll still be torque resistant, but it'll be straight. I have not thrown any anhyzer because I'm so bad at anhyzer right now. I'll try to actually throw it with a zone. There it is, go in the basket. Aced it, let's go. I started like really working on my form literally last week, and I'm just focusing on one thing, the hips right now. Everything else is not looking great. My hips are feeling better though, and that's the first step, in my opinion, to having really good pro form. That's why I titled that video that. So I need to make sure that I dial that in, but man, does it feel annoying to be throwing so poorly when I used to be able to throw so much better, more accurately. Good thing it's the off season. I got 3 months to really train before I can actually get into my on season. Just if I mean, come on, 3 months, that's enough time to really nail it down. Hopefully, maybe not, but we'll see. I thought I would like the harps more. Drop, sit, get back. Oh, that is out of bounds. Let's go. Putter's feeling good today. On hole 3. This is the ace run hole, baby. Oh wait, I still gotta make this freaking putt. Barely. All right, looks like we're right under 200 feet. Harp is the only one to even, everyone else is 2 down. So Harp's back of the box now. I'm thinking a little forehand throw in, because coming down that hyzer angle, if it misses the chains, it should just sit. It's New Year's as I'm filming, so everyone's going through their fireworks collection. Nice hyzer. It'd be so cool to get an ace on video again. Channel Joseph from another round. Give me your powers. Too much. Good shot though. Still in bounds too. That's a plus. A little too much. Jawbreaker zone. Nope, too much hyzer. See, that's where the Jokery's a little more forgiving. Those also both smacked rocks. Tactic. Oh, terrible, terrible, terrible. Did not follow through onto the left. We'll be strict. We'll play that as an island. Oh my gosh, Anthony. All right, I'm gonna go bang those putts real fast, and then we're gonna do a couple more ace runs, because that's fun. Jokery's perfect. I don't know what to tell you. Come on, Jokey boy. I honestly probably use my putters as well. Not my putting putters for now, but that's it. Oh my gosh. Terrible. Terrible again. Way too high. Get it. Oh my gosh. All right, this is saying it's about 306 feet, but it seems like it plays a little shorter than that. I have a rangefinder, I can range it. 270, slightly uphill, very slightly, but I think it's an interesting shot to just try these on the backhand again. Joker still has the box. I think this is more of a high flat backhand, and see how much if we throw it at that tree right out there, if it'll fade back under the basket. So we have some sandhill cranes just kind of chilling over there, but should be no big deal for us. Not quite at that tree. If I was at that tree, that would be really perfect. And as it stands, that's still really good, but not perfect. Oh, a little bit wide. Jawbreaker zone. Oh, thought I was in for a second, but I always thought it was a little short. I didn't think it quite had the juice. Tactic. Ay, 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 ay. Skip up. It's a putt. All right, the harp is the one that needs it. I need both of these. Focus on actually just having smooth, good form. That is definitely the most stable so far. Get a skip. Oh no, skip, that's the worst shot. Honestly, here you probably want something flippier. Here's a pure that I've been putting with. Just get the flip up and glide to the basket. All right, we do have an interesting little spread here. Tactic, man, that Joker would have been perfect if I actually threw it where I said I was gonna throw it. I might just be outside the circle, but this does not need to be stepped. Too high. That was too high instead of forward. Oh, this harp is giving me anxiety. Oh no, that's a makeable putt. That sucks, man. I'm pretty sure that was like very outside the circle. It's probably around 40 feet, which I prefer to not step anyways, but shoot. I can ace with the harp still. I can still ace with the harp. Otherwise, it is getting given away on Instagram. But the jokery is still perfect. This, I think, was good because it confirmed my suspicion. I was like, I want this to be like my beat-in zones or something, where it just goes slightly farther. It is slightly flippier, but it is still very torque resistant. So it's like a beat-in over stable putt and approach. Look at these dinosaurs. That's kind of exactly what I want that slot to be. And it feels so good. I would love to try it not in the Crystal Sparkle, or not in the Premium Sparkle, but I think I'm probably gonna buy a couple more of those just to have them as backups, that Drew Gibson series, because that is like the perfect disc that I want. All right, our 5th hole here is like 230 feet, just behind that big bush right there. I'm getting tired. This Orlando humidity is sapping the life out of me. Holy cow. I just waited for some people to play through these holes. Jokery still first. The harp needs an ace. Everything else I think is still under par though. I think we could try to force him over and let him come back, but I think just the simple forehand should work. The basket is like maybe 50 feet, 40 feet past that tree, so straight and hard in between that little gap right there should be fine. I'll turn it over a bit, but I like that it has the integrity to get back out of it and give us a putt. Turn it over a little bit too much, and that's where I don't think I'd be driving with it forehand on these type of holes. I probably would prefer to honestly drive with a mid-range on these type of holes, like my Ursus or something. The 4-speed is just, I could torque it over a little too much on these, so I prefer not that. As my arm speed speeds up, I probably will, but I'll also have a lot more snap, so that should be easier as well. Oh baby, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back. I don't remember the score. Please stay in bounds. Oh, it skipped right back in bounds. I think there's a little headwind up there. Tactic. Okay, that's keeping us safe. The harp ace is never looking so unlikely, but the best things happen in the most unlikely situations. Remember that. Yeah, that stood it up, and that's been the most stable disc all day, and I stood it up. That harp is gone. So that's another giveaway on the Instagram, unfortunately. Probably gonna make a reel out of the first hole where I made all those putts, and that's where it'll be. I like hiding the giveaways because then you guys know about the giveaways and can get them, so go comment on that first reel. Oh wow, that zone actually has a putt. Everything kind of has putts, which is good. Jokery, I think, might be able to be my first disc ever in a bag it or bin it to go 5 for 5 or 6 for 6. That's a lot of pressure now. No, too much arm, too little wrist. All right, clean up the tactic real fast. Let's go. Jokery, I can make your putt. Just gotta make sure to not really smack the high right side chains. Those were high right side chains. Oh yeah, that's super easy. No! Oh! I tried to like rush it and not think about anything, and then I didn't pause. Also, the other putter went all the way over there. Gosh, man, come on. That is not a hard putt. Gotta get over those pressures if I ever want to shoot an 18 down round, you know? That's from the Jokery. Now we're gonna go see if we can make it from that putt. Oh, it's makeable. There it is. All right, if it wasn't obvious, I was saying the Jokery is 100% a bag it, and I think it's honestly gonna replace the tactics, because I was putting in these tactics to replace my ESP zone, which was this slot, but slightly more understable from where this is right now, which was fine, but I wanted something that's like this, and this is a premium plastic. It's gonna stay at this stability for a while, and I can just get another one once it gets a little more beat in. But the tactics just weren't quite what I liked, but I like the Razor Claw 3, so I tried to get tactics. So these are probably officially going out of my bag. I do have that giveaway for the harp. If you wanna check out my last bag it or bin it, check it out right up over here. Also just filmed my first new kid in the bag series, which you can check out right down here if it's out before this video. Otherwise, it'll just be populated with another video. Okay, love you. Bye. There it is.